All right, preparing to live stream the meeting. Okay, setting it up. And Rich Rosen is here. Wonderful.
The rainbow.
One of these days, I might experiment with the professional sound settings, but if you guys think that this is fine.
This is fine.
Okay, great. Hey, Rich. Happy New Year, y'all. Happy New Year to everybody joining us on live stream. Shabbat Shalom. We're going to get started. Oh, I forgot the song I wanted to start with. What was I going to? Oh, I think it was going to be this one. Yes. Okay. Well, fine. Especially since this is the week that Vayigash, where Joseph reveals himself to his brothers. Shalom, Susan. Welcome. Which Susan is this? Oh, hello there. Welcome. So since this is the song, this is the Parsha that Joseph reveals himself to his brothers, as I wrote about, it's reconciliation is not always amazing. It just needs to be sufficient. And I think that's something we got a taste of from reading Joseph and his brothers this week. And so I'll take it. I think that's the theme. Let's take it in 2025. So here's a little intro from Reb Shlomo. I like to sing. Lema'an achai v're'ai adabra na shalom bach. For the sake of my brothers and my dear friends, I will speak unto you words of peace. The antidote to how Joseph's brothers could not speak a word of shalom to him last week. Lema'an achai v're'ai, lema'an achai v're'ai, adabra na, shalom bach, lema'an beit Adonai Shatov lach, leman beit Adonai Eloheinu amak shatov lach. La 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 na 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 Many years ago, doesn't turn into a long story, but many years ago, I was listening to Dennis Prager. He was a very important teacher of mine early on. And he said something really remarkable. He said, when I was younger, I cried at sad things, at tragic things. But as I've gotten older, I cry more at good things, when beautiful things happen. And I've been thinking a lot about that, because it's absolutely the case with me. At a certain point, good things happening in film or in life or whenever elicited an emotional response in me that led to tears. And I felt in a way liberated, like I was truly appreciating what is good when I have that response. It's not to say that I'm not appreciating it if I don't have that response, but all the same, it was an internal recognition of something good and beautiful. And I can't help but feel that every year looking at this Parsha, when Joseph reveals himself to his brothers, as Jacob and Esau ultimately did, they fall on each other's necks and cry. And without the cynicism of interpretation, of commentary, when you read enough rabbinic commentary, you're exposed to a world of very interesting and creative ulterior motives. What was really going on? All right, fine. Putting that aside, just on its face, to have Joseph and his brothers reunited in that moment, and it wasn't a simple thing. The whole back and forth with setting them up and putting them in prison, and now we're going to hold back Benjamin, and knowing what that would do to their father. And when he finally comes through, and the first words is, "My father's still well," and there's that silence of shock, you can imagine that then Joseph says, "Don't worry, it's okay. I'm your brother." How extraordinary. When the Jewish people came together after October 7th in this extraordinary sort of transcendent, unified way, I don't mean for the sake of war. That was a given. Aside from that, just the recognition after half a year of really fierce opposition to one another. I am still your brother. I am still your family. It just moves me. It's a good reminder. I've also been thinking about how present and relevant the Parsha regularly is, but not because this week we need to hear that lesson. We probably need to hear all the lessons every day, but that's a rough one. We can't really do that, nor could we internalize it. So little by little, maybe over a lifetime, we'll get it. We turn to page 10 in the Lev Shalem. Susan and David, I don't know if you guys have a Lev Shalem handy. It's that, thank you, Jeff. Did you see that? It's the red Siddur. If you don't, Jeff, do you still have that link handy?
They took it away after the pandemic.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
God, I feel like I have it somewhere. All right, well, I will make sure to find it and have it available in the chat for people to be able to follow along.
On the machine somehow.
Yeah, if you'd like, you can also maybe on Sefaria or pull another Siddur and just follow along in Kabbalat Shabbat. Page 10, Yedid Nefesh. God is an intimate other. Yedid Nefesh. Avarachama. Meshochadach. Eretzach. נכסף להיראות בתפארת ובזך הנעלים מחמדים וחושנה Turn to page 11. It's a good time to start thinking about the week that's passed. A little hint, there was a lot of Hanukkah and some New Year's in it. For some strange reason, I experienced this. I know a lot of other people do. Whenever I say time to think about the week that has passed. Oh, great, Jeff! You found the PDF for Lev Shalom. Thank you. So Susan and David, if you care to, go to the chat and you can click to a link, or click the link to the Lev Shalom, and you can follow along on your screen. We're turning to page 11. But it's a strange thing. All right, think about the week that has passed, and then you can't remember what happened. You can't remember a single actual day until something happens, until there's a trigger or a reminder or a message or whatever. Look at your calendar, and then you'll remember. But why is it that it just fades? Gone but not forgotten, I'll put it that way. I love this practice of thinking about a day of the week as we progress through the Psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat. Help to bring forward what was important and meaningful, and then at the end, we will, once we're off live stream, we'll share our wows of the week with the community here. So time to call it up, or to get started. Page 11. Lechu neranena l'Adonai, nariya letzurishenu. Nekad mafanav metoda mizmirod nariya lo. Quietly to the bottom of 12. Ki al gadol Adonai Elohim asher b'yado Arba'im shana kutpador Va'omaram to'el v'amem Vehem lo yadu derachai Asher nishbati ve'api Im yevohu now menuchati. Turn to page 13. Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru l'Adonai baruchu shemo, Pasru miyom leyom Yeshuato, Sapru v'goyim ke'avodo, Bechol ha'amim niflotav, Ki gadol Adonai, U'ulam Adonai Shamayim Asa Od ve'adan lefanam Oz ve'tiferet behemikdasho Amul Adonai mishpechot amin Amul Adonai kavod ba'oz Amul Adonai Ulam me'od Chatzrotam lai 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 na lai 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 na lai 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 na lai lai na lai na lai lai la lai 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 na lai 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 na lai na lai no matter what, I feel like if if we could name our Yetzer Hara, our chaotic inclination, that inside voice. Oh no. My capo just this is why it's good to have a lot of musical equipment at the ready. If I had a Yetzer Hara, it would have to be James Taylor or Paul Simon. Maybe both of them are my Yetzer Hara. Because just about every song I play, I want to go bust into a James Taylor tune. If that wasn't evident from my playing. Okay, we'll make this work. All right, page 16. At the bottom of the page, the last 4 lines, Or zarua la tzadik u'leishrei lev simcha. Light is sown for the righteous and joy for the upright. Since we just celebrated Hanukkah, where we had 8 nights of increasing light, where I could say that on Hanukkah is a time for the sown light to be revealed. But it could also be that the light of Hanukkah, whatever was illuminated for you, whatever is illuminated in the world as a result of our lighting our Chanukiot, maybe that's the light that then also needs to be hidden. Or what is it when squirrels pack away their nuts for the winter? Is there a word for what they do? They hide their nuts and keep it for a future time, maybe after the winter or when they really need it. I also heard that squirrels only find about 70% of the nuts that they hide. They've got a good but not amazing rate of return there. Maybe what we have revealed, we also need to hide and then find it again. Lessons learned often need to be learned again. So maybe some part of that revelation we can keep aside, and when it is revealed, when we need it again, we can take it as seriously. It can have as deep an impact on us as it was the first time it was revealed to us. So maybe that's something to think about, bringing Hanukkah with us. Certainly into 2025. Wait a minute. To go to something new here. Yeah, this isn't working. My apologies. I just happen to have another capo. And I lost my light. As they say, Kol hatchalot kashot, all beginnings are challenging. This 2025 is turning out to be a little challenging. Better to get it out early. There we are. Page 16. Or zarua la tzadik lishrei lev simcha. Or zarua Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai b'Adonai ve'hodu zecher kodsho zecher kodsho or zarua latzadik lishrelem simchu tzadikim Adonai b'Adonai ve'hodu lezecher kodsho lezecher kodsho. Another thought on the Parsha. Have you ever been tricked in your life to your benefit? Has anybody ever lied to you and it turned out to be for your benefit? I'm thinking about what was it like for the brothers to have Joseph reveal himself. And Joseph's whole story is, it was not you who sent me ahead, it was God that sent me ahead to save life. He made a lot of meaning out of his trauma, but the brothers who were manipulated by this man, who's the most powerful man in the world, next to the Pharaoh, turns out to be their brother. And everything he did, not everything, ultimately what he did was for their own good, was for the family's good, for the Jewish people, for the yet to arrive Jewish people. So it makes me think, like, what did the brothers think about in that moment? Aside from, I don't know if we can trust this guy after what we did to him, and he's so powerful, he might come after us. Okay, fine, granted. That's very rational. But I don't know, just being in that position, somebody lying to you, but it turns out it was for your benefit. Could also have been manipulative, but I'm trying to zero in on this very strange dynamic. I mean, our parents absolutely lied to us for our benefit. And many parents I know lied to their children for their benefit. So, has that ever happened to you? I don't know. Something that I couldn't help wondering at a certain point as I'm reading this Parsha. Let's turn to page 21. Whenever we read a psalm that is of David, Mizmor LaDavid, I can't help but think about the rich and dynamic character that David was. Not always good, but epic, for sure. Page 21. Mizmor LaDavid, Avul Adonai ben Elim, Avul Adonai, Kavod Vaoz, Lai Lai Lai, Avul Adonai, Kevod שמו ישתחמו לאדוני מערת קודש, כל אדוני על המים, אל הכבוד ירים אדוני, על מים רבים כל אדוני, בכוח חיי כל אדוני, בהדר כל אדוני, שובר ארזים וישבר אדוני את עזי לבנון, וירקידם כמו עקר לבנון, וסיריון כמו ורעמים, לי כל אדוני קוצב ובודש, כל אדוני יכיל מדבר, יכיל אדוני מדבר קודש, כל אדוני יחולל איילון, לילה 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 I love the imagery of the mystics of Tzfat heading out into the field, going toward Shabbat. And it's the one time, and when we rise to bow, it's not towards the east, it's towards the west. We don't face Jerusalem, we face the setting sun. Now, of course, the sun is already long set, but the idea that, I guess Shabbat approaches us from the west, which is an interesting thing because our sense of holy center is in the east, unless we are east of Jerusalem, in which case we would face west. So if that is the situation, then what you do is you don't face west, you face an open door. When we come to the final paragraph of Lecha Dodi. And I think the message is that we embrace Shabbat as she arrives, as he arrives, it arrives, and welcome Shabbat as quickly as we can into ourselves. That the holiness of Shabbat is actually about the encounter, not about a principle. Ki mitzion teitzei Torah. That's why we face Jerusalem, where the temple was. From Zion comes Torah. So that's our religious center. But the spiritual encounter with Shabbat is meant to be immediate, not elsewhere, but here. And so as we sing Lecha Dodi, and then rise at the very end, I often will reflect, hopefully we will experience ourselves arriving at being elsewhere. And so this whole Lecha Dodi is this process. I mean, all of Kabbalat Shabbat, but the more we sing, the louder you sing on your end, the louder you try to harmonize, the more air you push through your lungs, your vocal cords. That compression pushes us elsewhere. the more we oxygenate our blood with, the deeper the breaths. That's why I'm always going back to this stuff, not because I'm new agey. New age glommed onto it because there's a physiological experience that is meant to reflect what this religious encounter is describing. Embracing Shabbat means encountering, letting it fuse into you wherever you are. And that's why we turn and face from whence Shabbat comes, from the setting of the sun or the open door. So page 23. Lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala pnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor וזכור בדיבור אחד השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. ניגש מלך עם מלוכה, ומצאי מתוך ההפכה. רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה, והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה. לך דודי לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Turn to page 25. And move to the Warshawski. לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Page 25. והיולים שיסו שוסייך, ורחקו כל נבלייך. יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כמסוס חתן על כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. oops, I'm sorry. Yamin u'smol tifrotzi v'et Adonai taritzi. Al yaharish ben partzi v'nismecha v'nagila lecha Adoni likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela lecha Adoni likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. If you want to rise and face the door. Boi v'shalom ateret bahala gam besimcha u'v'tzala toch emunei am segula boi kala lech Adonai likat kala penei Shabbat nekabela lech Adonai likat kala penei Shabbat nekabela. Shalom Malachei Shalom Malachei Elyon Malachei Shalom. Turn to page 27. And it's at this point that as we sing Mizmor Shir LeYom HaShabbat, the special psalm for Shabbat, we acknowledge that Shabbat is in full initiated gear. And so in the wintertime, you might think, when we lit our candles at 4:38 or whatever it was, that's when Shabbat started. And so maybe Kabbalat Shabbat should be done in air quotes with Mizmor Shir LeYom HaShabbat at the very beginning, because it already happened. The halachic reality is separate from the experiential. Halachically, yes, it started when we when we lit the candles at 4:38. But the encounter hasn't happened at least until we daven and pray, and we sing all these psalms that say, let's sing a new song for Shabbat, which is odd because we'll sing the exact same song every Friday to bring in Shabbat afresh. And yes, we bring something new, all of the other great apologetics for why our prayer is fixed. And it's true, but it's not the same as the encounter. But, it's probably not from the words that we arrive at the place anyway. The words, like a mantra, are repeated in order for the mind to transcend them, to let go. It's a wonderful technique in meditation that at a certain point, by repeating the word, you realize at a certain point you're no longer conscious that you're repeating the word. You are, but it recedes to some other part of your brain, freeing you up for being able to pay closer attention, or just paying attention to the fact that you're not paying attention, that you're just observing. It's a beautiful experience in meditation. And I think that this moment, coming into Mizmor Shir Yom HaShabbat, and then singing Tzadik Katamar, and I hope that you guys are singing the harmonies on your end, is meant to be experienced a little bit differently because of all of the singing that we've been doing. As I mentioned earlier, that sense of being elsewhere, but hopefully by now there's a different sense. You sit with something long enough, it starts to get absorbed. And that's the whole idea. Page 27. Mizmor Shir, Mizmor Shir, Leyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir, Mizmor Shir, Leyom HaShabbat. Tov lehodot l'Adonai ulezamer l'shimcha elyon le'agid baboker chastecha ve'emunatcha b'aleil. Quietly to the bottom of 28. Bottom of 28. Tzadik Katamar Yifach Ke'erez Balvanon Yizkeh Shetu Lim Bevet Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrich Od Yenuvun Eseva Teshenim Rananim Lehagid Ki Asher Adonai Turi Velo Amatamo. In our last psalm that we recite quietly, page 29, Adonai Malach Eod Lavesh Lavesh. This is also a good time for maybe a personal prayer, hope, intention for Shabbat. Edotecha nemnu meod levetcha nava kodesh Adonai leyorech yamim. come to the Mourner's Kaddish if you're in a period of mourning or observing Yortzeit. And for those of you joining us on live stream, if you're saying Kaddish, please say it. And we have a tradition of everybody unmuting and responding audibly to the Kaddish. So if you are joining us on live stream, you please receive our responses as being in support of you as well. And it's on page 30 in the Lev Shalom. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Amen.
Ve'olma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru Amen.
Amen.
Yehe shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam omel maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'olma v'imru Amen.
Amen.
Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen.
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 Shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen.
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 Okay. First, a couple of announcements. Tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m. Let's see what will be January 4th. Okay. On the 5th, I was invited, as I wrote about in my little message to the community. I was invited by Rabbi Janet McKeithen at the church at Ocean Park, to speak during a service there on Sunday morning. Starts, I believe, at 10:15. And I'm not exactly sure when I am going to be speaking, but I'm going to open with a song and then speak a little bit, and hopefully it'll be a good, vibrant Q&A. That's on Sunday. Next week, Tuesday, I will resume our Torah Tuesday, 7:30 p.m., learning the Parsha, which should be wonderful. And I think Rabbi Dan is back at it with Midrash Mondays.
He's still in Israel till later in the month.
Okay. I thought I caught it on the calendar. Okay. So that's
later in the month, not next week.
okay. Fair enough. And I am not aware of what all else is happening at Mishkan, but I can tell you that January 17th, Friday evening, Happy Hoffman will be joining me on this bima, and it will be extraordinary, as it always is with her. There will be dinner, so people do need to RSVP, and I think I even caught that it's going to be flesh. So for as many carnivores that remain in this city, tell them. And for those of you who are not carnivorous, there will be plenty of good vegetarian options. I think probably we're going to need to just let go of the whole vegetarian thing and just go straight vegan. Like, why? As soon as there's something egg, a vegan can't have it. So just do vegan. Anyway, maybe that's what we'll do. And that's on the 17th. Raz, I see you here on two different. If you have something to contribute about the adult ed, please do so quickly. And if not, that's okay, because everything is on our website. All right.
There's a meeting next week.
Okay, well, that doesn't need to be announced to the whole
community. The main event was the January, the MLK thing that you already partially announced. Although I think we're going to be joining the community festival.
Yeah, actually, what I was talking
that
about
weekend, I didn't look up the details, but it's on the messenger.
Great, wonderful. Thank you for that reminder. Yes, thank you, Jeff. Also, we have Havdalah. We're gathering at Melissa's house next Saturday evening for Havdalah, and then the following Friday we have Happy Hoffman, and Shabbat Shalom to everybody from Ed Guile and Michelle. Yes, so the MLK experience is not on this Sunday. I believe it is the following Sunday. So yes, there's a lot going on, a lot to participate in, and I do.
Rabbi, did you mention Kug Rashi, which I believe is Saturday tomorrow?
Okay, good. So Chug Rashi. Look, I can't. I don't have a printout. It's all on the website anyway. But you will want to come to services tomorrow. I just want to say that I've experienced a lot since October 7th. How important it is to be together with one another, and how meaningful the things are that we believe in, that we think about, that we struggle and grapple with. And I find that it's not something that everybody in the world is comfortable doing. And it's really important to show up to community events and be available for when a person says, I've always wondered why this, why that. And it forces us to have something to respond with, not brilliance or everything, but to have something, especially these days, as so many, certainly in LA, have very energetic and pained feelings about the situation in Israel. To have something to be able to engage people with, and certainly to, at the very least, send the message that it's about the conversation and not fixing the world's problems. And sometimes you need to remind people of that very little fact, and you slip it in there and it does wonders. It should. And if it doesn't, it's obvious who the problem is. But really, I have found tremendous gratification from being at these community events. And so I hope that you'll all find your way to participate yet again. Okay, let us conclude with a song and then Kiddush and Motzi, and then we can share our wows of the week. Sometimes when I ask if there's a request, I guess I didn't actually ask, so that's fine. We'll go with Old Faithful. Because we need the angels to join us, we need the angels to bless us. We need the angels to stick around, and then when they leave, they should leave in peace, having left more peace behind. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni Leshalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei HaMelachim, baruch hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mi melech malachei hamelachim, kadosh baruch hu. Oh, Ken Yehi Ratzon. Now we think of our wow of the week, the blessing we'd like to share with the world, whatever it is, and we bring it to the Kiddush. ויהי ערב ויהי בוקר יום השישי ויחולו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם ויחל אלוהים ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו שברא אלוהים לעשות סברי.
וכן,
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא פרי הגפן.
אמן.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצבנו, בשבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה וראשית. כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת, מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Amen.
אמן.
All right.
Hi.
If you ever saw that this is my salt concoction, I like to use truffle salt on my challah on Shabbat, and I dress it up with some nice olive oil and balsamic. There's no reason why you can't go gourmet when you go Shabbat. Poteach. Here, actually, open it up here. Oops. פותח את ידיך ומשביע לכל חי רצון ברשותכם.
Chaim.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם המוציא לחם מן הארץ.
Amen.
אמן.
Shalom.
Amazing. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom, especially to you on live stream. We're going off live stream now, so please come and join us in person soon.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to cook and see
All
you
right.
all very soon.
All
Got
right.
late dinner.